bags where heart lies.
Hey, what's up, body bags? Today was a random week, so I wanted to review a movie that I just watched last night, actually, from '86 called Murderlust, put out by Intervision, and it's from a director called Donald M. Jones. And I think he only directed this and this movie, Project Nightmare, that it comes with. But yeah, I gotta say, I really did enjoy this movie right off the bat. I'm a big fan of serial killer movies. I'm a big fan of really low budget '80s, like direct to VHS movies. So this was right up my alley in the first place. And I don't know how many times I've said it, but Intervision is one of my favorite labels. But when this actually got announced, I think this was last year or the year before, I was super stoked because I had never heard of it, and the cover alone had me intrigued. It just screams '80s, early '90s, and I like the name and stuff. So, but basically, it's about this dude who, and I gotta say, throughout the whole movie watching it, the guy looked just like the guy who played Richie in the original It, and he was the judge in Night Court. But basically, he's a serial killer. It opens up with him picking up this prostitute and everything, and and of course he drives this really creeper van and everything. But he's also, during the day, he works at a church. He's actually like a youth counselor, like a Sunday school type thing, and there's a lot of stuff with like hints of him fooling around with the students and all that stuff, and there's all these kind of weird little subplots that some of them don't really get answered, but because the pacing of this movie, that's one thing I gotta say, is a little strange, but it's still really enjoyable to me. Like I had a blast with the movie. I mean, as far as enjoyment factor goes, like entertainment, it was probably an 8.5 out of 10. You know, I actually watched Beyond the Seventh Door like a week ago, and I did a review on my channel for that, but I had said that's in the top three Intervision releases. This one actually knocked that down for me, so this would actually be in the top three of it. You know, I definitely recommend picking this up. You know, it has the bonus movie, which I did watch too, and that's it was okay. There's not really a plot to it, really. It's supposed to be like just a nightmare, pretty much. It's slow. I didn't enjoy it as much. It's something you just kind of have to watch because, like I said, there's no plot. It's like you're just in a dream. Like everything has weird color palettes. There's a lot of haziness to it. There's just weird stuff happening, and there's like really long shots of people like just walking and stuff like that. And it's almost it's definitely a strange movie. There's gonna be some. It's either you're gonna enjoy it or you're gonna absolutely hate it. But I mean, like I said, that's just icing on the top for this movie, though, because Murderlust, 8.5 out of 10, just screams '80s. I don't know if this is shot on video. I don't think it is, because I feel like it would have said if this was shot on video, but it looks awful. But again, that adds to the charm of it. It isn't 4:3 ratio like stuff is back then. You know, just like adds to the charm of it, but the blacks look really terrible and stuff. It looks like this was ripped from a VHS. This says restored on DVD, so I'm sure the VHS has got to look absolutely terrible if this is actually restored. But you could find this for $11 all day on Amazon or wherever you buy movies. You know what I mean? So it's for $11, you can't go wrong with it. I mean, Intervision's a line to collect. This movie should be one of your, if you're gonna get some Intervision titles, should be one of your first purchases for it. Probably only behind like Burning Moon or you know what I mean. And the Jeffrey Dahmer really sell a lot by Intervision too. But yeah, definitely check this out. I don't know if it's on YouTube or whatever, so I don't know if you could stream it on anything, but yeah, I give this my highest recommendation. But anyways, guys, peace.